I think one of the biggest differences between your first and your second year as a Cornell resident is the scope of the problems that you're able to manage. And I think that comes primarily from the flow of our second year and the emphasis on critical care. As an intern, you definitely do a lot of floor work and you become very adept at managing common surgical problems, common post-op problems, and sort of basic troubleshooting on the floor. In your second year, there's a heavy emphasis on critical care, especially in this program. I'd say myself and most of my colleagues do at the very least 2 months of critical care, some as many as 4 months. I think I have 4 months in the ICUs combined. That, I think, gives us a really good broad platform of how to manage pretty much any problem a surgical patient is likely to have, from a medical perspective at least, and to know what to do. And that comes into play really nicely, I think, with some of our other rotations. For example, right now I'm out at Jamaica, which is our county hospital in Queens, and you actually get a promotion out in Queens. The second year acts as a third year out there. So you're managing a service, and so having that background and that experience in the ICU, I think, is really valuable because, you know, when your intern comes to you with problems, you don't even have to think twice. You know how to solve whatever's going on. You're also seeing consults out there too, and so I think that helps improve and hone your skills in terms of diagnoses and workups for pretty much all kinds of surgical problems. At Jamaica as well, we cover not only general surgery, but also urology, ENT, hand surgery, plastic surgery. It's a very broad range of practice, which I think is sometimes frustrating, but for the most part, really good learning. It's really great to feel like you know how to solve problems that overlap in other surgical specialties.
So the biggest difference between PGY 1 year and PGY 2 year is that we are moving to the ICU. We take care of the sickest patients in the hospital, ranging from trauma patients to complex surgical oncology patients. We spend between 6 and 12 weeks in the ICU, and I think any general surgeon worth their weight prides themselves on taking care of the very sickest patients in the hospital, and it's an experience that we can take moving forward into our PGY 3, 4, and 5 year, as well as our career moving forward. So part of the reason why I chose to come to Weill Cornell is because I'm from New York originally. I spent 10 years doing my undergraduate education and medical school education in North Carolina, but my family still lives up here and I was highly motivated to come home. I think from talking with people down in North Carolina and throughout the South about why they were hesitant to come up here is because New York City can be very intimidating to some people. It's a large city, it's an expensive city to live in, but for me, that offers a plethora of opportunities both around the medical center and throughout the city that I've had the pleasure of partaking in. And I think that for a lot of people, New York City shouldn't be a reason not to come here, but a reason to come here because it truly is the greatest city in the world.